Play for Japan by Sarah Takashi. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. We're discussing the continuing nuclear crisis in Japan. We're joined by Philip White from the Citizens Nuclear Information Center in Tokyo, Dr. Ira Helfand from Physicians for Social Responsibility, and Ralph Nader joins us from Washington, longtime consumer advocate, corporate critic, and former presidential candidate. His latest book is Only the Super Rich Can Save Us. Welcome to Democracy Now!, Ralph.
Thank you, Juan.
Your assessment not only of what's happening in Japan, but what the impact will be here in the United States, and especially with the Obama administration and Congress trying to move forward with a renaissance of development of nuclear plants here in the United States.
The Japanese disaster has ended whatever nuclear renaissance is being considered here in the United States. The problem is the people have got to get more involved because the government and the industry will defend nuclear power in the United States to the last mutation. They are representing a closed, monetized mind that does not have options for revision, which true science should provide for. Secretary Chu, Energy Secretary, has refused for 2 years to meet with the leading critics of nuclear power, such as the Union of Concerned Scientists, Friends of the Earth, and other groups. He has met with nuclear business interests regularly, and he has written articles touting nuclear power. What we're seeing here is 110 or so operating nuclear plants in the United States, many of them aging, many of them infected with corrosion, faulty pipes, leaky pumps, and combustible materials. These have been documented by data from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission assembled by the Union of Concerned Scientists. Indian Point, for example, is a plant that presents undue risks, in the opinion of the Union of Concerned Scientists, to millions of people in the New York City greater area, and it is unevacuable if there's an accident. You're never going to evacuate a population of millions of people, whether it's around San Onofre or Diablo Canyon in Southern California, or Indian Point, or Davis-Besse near Toledo and Detroit, or any of the other endangered nuclear plants. Why are we playing Russian roulette with the American people for nuclear plants whose principal objective is simply to boil water and produce steam? This is technological insanity. It presents national security problems for every nuclear plant, is a prime target. It affects our civil liberties. It endangers our workers. It is an industry that cannot be financed by Wall Street because it's too risky. Wall Street demands 100% taxpayer guarantees for any nuclear plant. So I suggest that people listening and watching this program pick up the phone and dial the White House comment number, which is 202-456-1111, 202-456-1111,